You think you'll beat the storm?
I don't care if I don't. I'm hoping that my guess was correct.
Yeah? Can you tell me what your guess was?
Well, it's misfiring.
Uh-huh.
My guess is spark plugs or
How does
coils, but this spark plug doesn't look too bad.
Uh-oh. Not that you want it to look bad, but if you...
So it's either that or the coil.
Which you bought both, right?
I bought a coil because they're expensive.
Oh, okay. There's more than one
Then
coil.
I bought spark plugs because they haven't been replaced since we got the car. It had 60,000 miles and now it has 130.
Okay.
But I mean, they don't look. It doesn't look that bad, really. So I'm gonna start with the coil. But if I replace the coil and it's not the coil, then I can't take it back.
Well, the spark plugs need to be replaced anyway, don't they?
I don't know, because it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Well, they look like the original plugs, though. They're Mazda brand. And they don't replace them at 60,000 miles. They're usually 100,000 miles before they replace the first set. Well, let me look at another cylinder and see if another one might be the problem. Who's texting me? Some friends are super helpful, super want to be there for you, and sometimes you just want them to like laugh with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had a friend text me a smoothie that had exploded all over her kitchen.
That's funny.
And I says, "Oh, I'm so sorry." She goes, "No, please don't be sorry. Laugh with me." Well, we're super grateful for friends that let us borrow their trailer. I texted my friend that let us borrow the trailer and said, "Thank you for answering my phone calls and not hiding from me." Because a week ago she ran something down to Missy at the school when I was unavailable. I was in St. Louis with the kids and she had an emergency, so I'm just grateful.
That's awesome. What goes around comes around.
Yeah.
I think if you're gonna be one that asks for help, you gotta be willing to give the help too.
Yep.
And I like to think that we are.
Yeah, we sure try. That same friend she'd borrowed the horse trailer a couple times and she's like, "We're really trying to buy our own." I'm like, "Stop it, don't buy your own."
Oh, really?
I said, "Horse trailers you don't use all that often. You share."
Yeah, that doesn't look bad either. Okay.
That's not good news.
Those are the two ends. Let's take them all out.
Okay.
I think it's just one cylinder, so it could be
one bad plug.
One bad plug. Well, or one bad coil. I'm looking for signs that, because these don't look fouled.
Yeah.
So if there was a bad coil, it would gum up the plug.
Oh, okay.
So,
I know almost nothing about this.
Yeah. That's fine. I only know what I've read and experienced in the past.
Uh-huh.
So, I don't know a lot.
Well, you've got experience, that's good.
But like, if you can imagine, the car is spraying fuel into the cylinder and the spark plug is supposed to ignite it and it doesn't, so then it would be wet or black or gooey or some different color. Typically you want a nice brown color like that is. So that indicates that they're working properly.
That makes sense.
And since the plugs don't look worn, I wouldn't expect one cylinder to wear out faster than the others.
Yeah.
So if one spark plug looks good, then I expect them all to look good, unless there's a bad coil.
Good thinking.
Now see, that one's a little bit different color. More of a gray than a brown. Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's not a big difference though. Okay. keep those in order. One left. It said the trouble code said cylinder 4.
Oh, okay.
And the first one I pulled out was supposed to be cylinder 4.
Oh.
And so, yeah, don't know.
So here we are.
Here we are.
I think it was around 1 o'clock. I get a phone call. The car.
No, it was close to 2.
Oh, was it 2? So thankfully I could run right out the door and...
And that one looks good too. The only difference is like this part's a little gooey looking compared to the rest. Right there on the tip of the threads.
Yeah.
I don't see anything that indicates a bad, unless it's just a smart enough engine that it's like, oh, I'm shutting that one down, so it doesn't get fouled up too bad.
Are you thinking of replacing the spark plugs and just see if it works?
Well, I might as well replace the spark plugs. I bought them. They're not that expensive.
Uh-huh.
So we could do that. If I knew how to test the coil, I could test it, but I don't. I could move the coil. So if that's cylinder 4 and it's bad because of this, I can move it over to that, and then if that one starts to report bad, then I would know this is the bad coil. So maybe I'll do that and replace the plugs. So I'm gonna go find a gapper.
Good call.
15 spark gap. I think it's 4 something. I don't know why I think that. 0.042. How did I know that?
Maybe you looked it up at some point.
Anyway. So here's the thing, either that's cylinder 4 or that's cylinder 4.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take those coils and put them in the middle.
Okay.
And then I'll know.
Are they easy enough to move around?
Yeah. They just pop off. 0.042. 0.042.
You're not allowed to look at that.
So they're gapped, right? Usually they are. But just have to make sure.
Yeah.
I've been pretty impressed with this little engine.
That's great.
Very fuel efficient. It should last us a long time.
I hope so.
It better.
Yeah. We need it to go.
Well, if you gotta commute. Little 4-cylinder. I mean, it's not the most comfortable car, but man, why burn up all that extra gas? Oh, dang. For a little comfort.
Yeah. And comfort's important, but
Be able to accelerate a little bit faster. Woohoo.
yeah. Well, I appreciate your sacrifice.
I do miss that diesel motor though.
Yeah.
In the Jeep. That had the fuel efficiency of a 4-cylinder and the get up and go of a 6-cylinder. That's what I enjoyed about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Spark plugs in. This is gonna go in cylinder.
Oh, I think I see the rain.
No, really?
Yeah. Hold off a little longer. And we're getting the windshield fixed on Tuesday. I am so excited. We have a goat due in 2 weeks. We have a rabbit due any day. We have our horse coming back next week from training. Wonderful things.
Next week. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm excited for that.
Me too. You can ride her to work.
Gotta get me a saddle.
Yeah. Anybody local, let us know if you have a saddle place you love in the Missouri area, in the St. Louis area.
Southeast Missouri area, to be for more precise.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's anything down by Cape Girardeau.
Yeah.
Alright, with any luck, spark plugs did the trick. And if any luck, if it wasn't spark plugs, then I'll be able to see a difference in which cylinder's misfiring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you better fix it, because I'm not coming to rescue you again.
Yeah. Saved my bacon twice.
I cooked you bacon tonight.
You had to do... Or did I go get the trailer last time? I did, didn't I?
Last time I just picked you up.
And we came back with the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
This time you went, found the trailer, hooked it up all yourself.
And it felt good.
Good experience.
It felt really good to be efficient and not be like, oh, I can't do that without you. So thanks for empowering me.
We'll leave this off because there's a chance I'm gonna have to pull it off anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Does.
That doesn't sound good.
No, but it's a different vibration. So it feels like it's moved cylinders. Okay. Plug my tool back in. I hope it's not just in my head. I hope I can actually tell that there's a different cylinder misfiring.
Yeah.
Because that would be awesome.
That would be.
From a pride standpoint. Like that I'm getting better at feeling, noticing.
Yeah.
Might have to actually drive it now.
Yeah.
So it runs some tests. Let's get it off the trailer and I really like these black, the auto retracting black ones. These orange ones not so much. The black ones are actually pretty good.
That's awesome.
I got them at Menards. Oh man, I caught it on something sharp. Well, that's not good. Should have been more careful on under there.
Dang it.
Yeah. The integrity of its strength is no good. Can't trust it. I'm actually worried about that. I should have listened to my worry.
Yeah. Darn it. Should have used the orange ones.
I did use the orange ones.
On the bad spot. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what you're saying is not making sense. But you're trying to be funny, I get it.
I am. Keep trying, you're failing. I know.
Pretty much. Alright.
Get your muscles on. Oh. That thing was a million pounds.
This weighs more than the trailer. Or as much as the car.
This stuff scares me. Like, is it lined up? Would I back up right? So I'm just glad he does it. I could if I had to, but oh. Ah.
Oh, let's go drive it down the road.
Okay. Can you get around the vehicles to get out?
No, not quite. Thank you.
Yep.
Nice to have a vehicle like this to do stuff like that.
Yes. Very nice.
I just had a thought. There's another way I could test this coil.
Yeah?
If I unplug the one I think is bad and nothing changes, then I know that's the problem.
Oh. Okay, so what would happen if you unplugged it? No.
Should get way worse.
Okay! You are a genius. Oh, wow. And that won't hurt anything?
No. Well, that's the bad guy. That's the one I thought it was. Cool.
Babe, you're amazing.
I know. This.
Having a trailer like this would be so nice.
Very convenient.
Yeah.
For sure.
Did the spark plugs probably not need it, do you think? Or are you glad you replaced them?
I'm glad I replaced them. But no, they weren't. They weren't necessarily. I could have been okay if I didn't.
Yeah.
For a little while anyway.
Yeah. But like you said, the coil was the most expensive.
Yep. Now I know I have at least 100,000 miles or so on the current spark plugs, so
Yeah.
I don't have to question when they're going to go bad or if they're going to go bad soon or anything like that.
Uh-huh. Is it pretty common that these go out? These
Spark plugs? Coils?
Uh-huh.
Oh, after a certain age, you can expect them to start going bad, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
But not this early, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it's a little early. I fixed it.
That's amazing! What's that little click, click, click sound? Just the engine?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Well, could the Jeep be that easy?
Well, it could just be a fuel injector,
Yeah.
which is not as easy as that,
Uh-huh.
but nor as cheap.
Yeah.
Probably 7 times that price.
Gross.
Yeah. So the Jeep kind of did the same thing to me. Driving it home one day, all of a sudden lost power, wouldn't accelerate, and feels like it's misfiring. And so I started to take it apart. I just haven't had time. The problem with it is it could be misfiring because bad injectors, bad high pressure fuel pump, timing belt slipped. I know that those have problems with valve lifters, which is something in the engine, so you got to take down part of the engine to get to those. So
Yeah.
without knowing where to focus my time and energy, you know, when I got so far, I'm like, wow, this is going to take a lot. Potentially, I need to know for sure what the problem is, and then I just didn't have time. So the thought was to take it to a mechanic. So we've called around a few different mechanics, talked to them. Nobody wants to touch them because they require unique tools and equipment to diagnose the computers to get what's wrong, you know. So I take it to a dealer. Well, no dealer nearby services these diesel Jeep Liberties. They're super rare, so I'm hesitant to drive it all over Tarnation to find somebody that will work on it and get charged several $1,000s.
Well, we did take it somewhere last year and they said they fixed it, and then they sure didn't.
That was a different problem. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm hesitant.
Yeah.
Because Yeah, unless, so.
If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself.
Well,
sometimes.
It's hard to find someone you can trust, I think.
I agree. When we were referred to a reputable diesel, and you called them, talked to them, and they...
Yeah, they're a very well-known, reputable diesel shop, but and I appreciate it, he flat out told me, yeah, we won't touch those. We tried to in the past, and here's why. And so he's the one that's like, just go to a dealer that will work on those. You're gonna have to pay the pony up for it, so.
So, we'll keep at it.
So my thought is I'm gonna see if there isn't something I can do to diagnose, is it a faulty fuel injector or a fuel pump? If I can eliminate those two things, then the valve lifter and the timing belt, those two things I can tear into, spend the time on, and also fix.
Yeah.
So, does that make sense?
It does. I think it's awesome. The girls would sure love to see it running again, as would we.
Yeah. So I've been scouring the interwebs for some software to load on a laptop. I've got a connector that can connect to the computer, but I need the software to be able to read the codes, and I have a couple options that I'm going to try. Just haven't had time yet. Maybe this weekend, who knows.
Yeah. Well, good deal. So you think problem's been fixed?
Yeah.
Amazing. It seems like, I don't know, anticlimactic. It's done. Wonderful. Wonderful things that can happen when you say, turn off the TV. Get off the computer. Yeah.
I lost the socket.
Uh-oh.
It's a small one like this.
Oh.
So.
Maybe it's in the car. Maybe it fell out of your pocket.
Maybe. You think we'll be okay to get this trailer back tomorrow?
Yep.
Or do we need the truck tonight? Well, I guess we don't need the truck tonight. The car's working.
Yep. No, I think we're fine to take it back tomorrow. I will double check though.